Recorded live at Drake's television studio in the beautiful city of Vallejo comes Night Groove, featuring Bay Area local talent, gospel, spoken word, blues, hip hop, reggae, country, and heavy metal. And here's your host, Tonya Williams.
I need to take a walk. I think I'll go down to the beach. I got a lot on my mind. I'm missing you. Sitting on the ocean shore, listen to the ocean roar, looking at the mountain top for rain. As I take a breath of air, I imagine you being there. I blink my eyes and the clouds read your name. Silent storm of love. Silent storm of love. Silent storm of love. Silent storm of love. As I walk through the sand, I remember golden hands. I feel the warmth of you in my heart. Looking at the clouds above, clouds with the words of love. I blink my eyes and the clouds read your name. The silent storm of love. 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 Wait a minute. Can you hear my heartbeat? I can hear my heartbeat. Can you feel my heartbeat? I can hear my heartbeat. I can hear it. The silent storm of love. I can feel it in my veins. Storm of love. Calling love's name. The silent storm of love. I can feel it in my soul. Storm of love. Calling love's name. And you start imagining, and you start thinking about that person, and you start really feeling like they're right there with you. You can almost feel them.
Feel my heartbeat.
I can feel it. The silent storm of love. I can feel it in my veins. Storm of love. Calling love's name. The silent storm of love. I can feel it in my soul. Storm of love. Calling love's name.
So, hey, Miss Jackie, come on over here. Let me tell me what's up. What's going on with
Well,
you?
I have to say first, it is so good to see you.
Oh, it's
It is
great
so
to see
good.
you
I
too
really
as well.
Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Well, I'm telling you, I have a few questions I want to ask you because I'm kind of curious, and I think the audience out there is curious too. Are you guys curious about Miss Jackie? Yes. Okay. Well, first thing I want to ask you is, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Do you want me to start from the beginning or the end?
Oh God.
About Miss Jackie.
We may be looking
And
at
I
a
think
book
that's
here.
why I'm writing a song today called I'm Full of Surprises.
Okay.
Because a lot of people are kind of, they're surprised when I start telling them about my journey, where it began.
Okay.
I was born and raised in San Francisco, and I was actually born in the Sunnydale projects.
Okay.
And from there we moved to Lakeview, and we lived out there, and that's where I really grew up at, and I learned a lot and just had fun being able to play outside in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
So I know a lot of people from Lakeview and San Francisco. And then from there, I went to Ceremony High School.
Um, and I graduated a year early because at the age of a light bulb went on in my head.
Wow. Wow.
And I said, I want to do something with my life. I want to do more.
Right.
So I began to study and I ended up in the grade
Hmm.
in high school. So I only stayed in high school 2 years.
Wow. That's
And then I
great.
was
Yeah.
accepted to San Francisco State
Oh
University.
wow.
So I went to San Francisco State University, and at that time, too, to remind you, I had met my high school sweetheart. So I ended up getting married,
Okay.
and we moved to San Jose.
Kind of young, huh?
Yeah, I got married at the age of 18.
Wow.
As soon as we turned 18,
That's kind of young.
he asked my daddy
Yes.
if he could have my hand,
Okay.
in marriage.
Wow.
And we wanted to get married. So we got married, and I stayed married for about 15 years.
Okay.
But in that time, I was also in a group called SNAP
Okay.
at that time. And I was also working in the electronic world at that time, too. So I ended up going back to school, and I got my engineering degree. And Essence magazine came out and interviewed me in San Jose.
Right.
Women work
Okay.
computers because it wasn't too many women in that field. And I ended up getting that interview. I didn't think nothing of it, but I remember my husband at the time, he saved all the photos and everything. He's like, I said, why are you laminating that stuff? He goes, you need to keep this. But today, when I think about it, I was like,
Yeah.
I'm so glad he did that.
Precious memories. Yes.
Think anything,
Yeah.
take a picture.
Yeah.
And I had just had my son.
You know, those are things that you cherish always.
So from there, I was in my group Snap, and it was a really nice band that we had. We played all over San Jose. During that time, I was actually gigging every weekend, and we rehearsed almost every other day.
Wow.
And we were like one big family, and I really miss all those guys because we were really close
Yeah,
together.
kind of like a big family.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then from there, I ended up doing engineering for about 19 years out of my life. And I got burnt out of that field. And I said I want to do something where I talk to people.
Yeah.
So I ended up getting into property management.
Okay.
So now I'm a community manager, and I've been doing that type of work for 19 years now.
That's
And
fantastic.
yeah,
Fantastic.
it's really something because now sometimes you got to be careful what you ask for because I have to talk all day.
Yes. Yes.
But it's all good, and I help a lot of people. So that's my main objective when I wake up in the morning.
Well,
help
tell me this. What geared you towards the music work?
So I've already done my duty of raising my son, and I'm a grandmother now, and it's time to do me.
Yeah, I
So,
understand that.
I
Yes,
decided
very
that
clear.
it's my time now,
Yes.
and I really wanted to do my music. I wrote a song 30 years ago, Silent Storm of Love, the one that I just sang.
Right.
That one I wrote a long time ago
Okay.
when I was fishing at the beach in Pacifica. It came to me
You
in
know,
the wind.
that's the perfect place to write songs. Right out
Yes.
there on the water on the beach.
I was sitting there and I heard
Oh, yeah.
the music, I heard the words, everything.
It's
uh,
amazing how God comes to you.
Yes, it came to
In
me.
song,
I got chills.
Yes.
I ran to the car and I started writing it down. And the person I was fishing with, they go, "What are you doing?" I said, "Just give me the keys. I need to go write this song down."
Right.
And here it is, 30 years later. I wrote the song. Now it's on CD.
Well, it's a great thing. You brought it to life.
Yes,
You
and
know.
that one song opened it up for the other 3 songs that I wrote.
Okay.
And once I got in the studio with Dave Seville, and he bumped into me one day, and I have to mention him because he is my producer, and we have a chemistry. So when we
Yeah.
go into the studio together, we are just like, it's the
Just a
chemistry is
fireball.
just there.
Just a big
Yeah, we just
fireball.
come out
Yes,
with it.
Yeah.
And we started writing songs every 2
Uh-huh.
weeks. A new one was coming. He goes,
Wow.
"Jackie, you know you're just spitting these songs out."
Mhm.
And I have 4 more that are going to come out this year.
Okay.
So right now, those are taking a little bit longer because they're requiring a little bit more care in them, or a little bit more extra that we're putting into it
Okay.
to make it really right, before we present it.
Yes.
But I have to say, Dave Seville, when he bumped into the store and said, "When you going to come in the studio?"
That was divine.
And I said, "We're going to do it tomorrow."
that was a divine
Yeah.
connection. That's
he-
what I call
I
it.
said 7 o'clock.
Yes.
And he said, "Are you serious?" I said, "I'm serious." And guess what? We met at 7 o'clock.
Wow.
And we have not missed a week. We go every week.
So I want you to tell the audience, what are your future plans? Are you going to anywhere locally anytime soon?
Well,
If so, where?
right now, I have not picked anything. I'm still getting everything up and running because it's only been a year since I wrote those 4 songs, and I want to put a show together, and that's what I'm really, really focusing on. So I want to have dancers. I want to act out my music at the same time that I'm singing it. So that's
I
how I want to
understand,
present
yeah.
my show, and I want my show to be able to be opened and booked when I get ready to start getting out there. So I don't have to go this year. It might happen next year, but
Yeah,
whatever
take
year
your
it's going to
time. That's the
happen,
best way to
it's
do
going
it,
to
yes.
always be on God's time.
That's right. That's right.
God's time.
So I'm gonna ask you. I'd like you to come to perform another song, if that's possible.
Sure.
Okay. Well, we're gonna bring Jackie to the stage to do another song. Be back with you.
Hi, baby. I just wanted to let you know how much I love you. I came all the way home today. I wanted to catch you before you left and tell you I'm sorry. I said some things I shouldn't even say. I'm sorry, baby. I love you so much. This world sends us through a lot. But where you going? Put them bags down. You can't leave. Close that door. Come back here. I need to have your hands in this love affair. Stand by me. You're my man. Don't ever leave, 'cause it's planned to destroy what we have. It will take 1,000,000 years to find a love again. Stand by me, I'm your queen, and you know your love comforts me. Stand by me, you're my king. Baby, I'm so glad you decided to come back and listen. We have so much to mend together. I just want you to know I'm there for you, like you're there for me. Our love is for eternity. So please, don't leave. Take my hand. Please, baby, please. Take my hand. Let's make plans. You know you're the only man for me. You're my king. I'm your queen. Come lay right next to me. Lay right here, baby. Come here. Let's make love ecstasy. You know you're the only man I need. Wipe your tears. Hold me near. This love comforts all fears. Don't fear. I want you to feel me. I don't want you to feel like this is a game. This is real, baby. I love you for real. Put your arms around me. Yeah, it's okay. I just want you to let loose. This feeling. I'm yours. I'm here. Get what you need. I'm all yours right now. This is all yours. You feel good. It's just us. You smell good. And your lips taste so sweet. Go on and get you some. This love comforts all.
Hey, Jackie, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Girl, I'm telling you, you've been out there cutting it up on this stage here.
I have been really enjoying it.
Audience, we've been enjoying you.
Thank you.
Everybody been enjoying Jackie? Yeah,
Thank you
yeah.
guys so
She's
much.
been up here tearing it up on the stage. So Jackie, um, have your CD sitting here?
Yes.
Tell the people a little bit about it.
Well, the CD is called No Apologies, Miss Jackie. And that one CD has 4 songs on it. The first one is No Apologies. And that one is pretty much expressing yourself. And hopefully it empowers a lot of people who listen to it. You don't owe any apology for you being you. Do you and love you.
Right,
Um,
right.
And then I have The Silent Storm of Love. That one particular song that's going to really touch your heart if you're missing someone or someone like
Exactly.
stand back. You ever felt that sometime?
Oh yes, all the time, every single day.
Where you have to stand back, because when it's just like a strong woman. We have to go to work every day, not because we want to, but because we have to.
Yeah.
And when some of us have jobs that are very powerful, but when we come home to our man, we have to remember that we got to leave that job at home, and that man needs nurturing. So don't never forget your man when you come home. Make sure that he is standing by you and that you are standing by him. That's what makes a relationship strong. So don't ever overpower your man, especially if he's a good man. And then Pumps in the Cane. That one for me is pretty much talking about don't nothing stop you from doing nothing. Doesn't matter where you are, how tall you are, how short you are, how young you are, how old you are. Keep doing you. Because Pumps in the Cane talks about keeping your swag and keeping yourself together. And remember, too, I was also taught, do not let the cane hit the floor. So I have to give respect to that. Fillmore Slim taught us that one.
Oh, yeah. I know. Well, you know what? I have a trivia question I'd like to ask you, Black History question.
Okay.
And it is, there's a quote that says, I still have my feet on the ground, but now I wear better shoes. Can you tell me who, exactly who came up with that quote?
Can I use my phone to Google?
Oh, no.
I'm just kidding.
No.
Let me think. Say that again. One more time.
I still have my feet on the ground, but I wear better shoes. But now I wear better shoes.
Okay. Sounds like a woman would say something like that.
Oh, really?
Am I close?
Why would you think a woman would say that?
Because men don't trip on want some better shoes.
Yeah, that's true.
They just go, I think I'm going to buy a new suit.
Oh, yeah,
get some shoes to match. So, I have heard that before. Trying to think, are they still alive?
Yeah.
Okay, then it's good. I'm on the right track.
Yeah.
It's a very powerful woman that has said that. And
I would think so.
And she's very powerful for somebody to have their feet on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And they still want better shoes. Because that one particular person that I'm thinking of, and I've watched her over the years, and she's always striving to do more. That's got to be Oprah Winfrey.
You know what? You got it right.
Are you serious?
Yes, you got it right,
oh my
girl.
goodness.
I don't know how you did it, but you got it right.
That's who shuffled up in my mind.
Yeah, Black History.
Well, plus she's growing around the same time I am.
Oh, okay. Well, shoot.
She's
That's
a powerful
good
woman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
strong.
And she got those traits, to where I know that's how Oprah operates. Yeah.
So,
oh, well, thanks. I'm glad I got it. Ooh, I didn't want to sound dumb. I had to get Google.
I want to know another question. This is kind of like a home environment question.
Okay, get ready for it.
And I know I love animals, and I just wonder. I don't know what made me just think of this. I'm just wondering what's your favorite animal?
Oh, wow.
And why?
My favorite animal. Wow, that's a deep one. My favorite animal. Um, my favorite animal. I don't even have an animal. Wait,
I've had a few.
but I've had a lot of animals when I was growing up,
Okay.
and I pretty much know their personalities.
Yeah, that's right.
And
Yeah.
I really have to say it. I like cats.
Oh, okay.
I like cats. But lately, I've been watching those cats on on TV or
Oh,
either
yeah.
on Facebook,
doing the crazy
and I'm
stuff.
like, where'd they learn to fight with the
Yeah,
right,
they do. They
with
do
the
crazy
right
stuff.
arm,
Right.
But
Right.
I noticed that cats really, they have a really strong personality.
Mhm.
They're quiet, but at the same time, a lot of them are used as companion animals.
Right. Right.
And a lot of people, and I know why, because a cat actually, when you own that cat and they love you, they'll come by you on a hard day and they'll actually purr up against you just to say it's going to be all right.
Right.
So I noticed that about
kind
cats.
of nurturing.
Yeah,
Kinda-
they're very nurturing.
Kind of nurturing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're right about that. Also, I'd like to know, you're from around in the Bay Area, and I know you've, gone to a lot of cities and stuff or whatever. I'd like to know, what is your favorite city? If you had to uh, have a home base to perform in, what would be your favorite city?
My favorite city would be San Francisco. San Francisco has so much history in it.
Yes, it
And
is.
I mean, if you could just go back and people could really know the history that we already know that was there. And every time I cross that bridge, I feel like I'm at home. And it's just, the city is just, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And then it has this side to where it doesn't look beautiful, but it's still home.
And the thing is, even on the side where it doesn't look beautiful, you still can find beauty in it.
Yeah.
Some kind of way. It's kind of hard to explain, but you still can find beauty in those places.
Right.
You
And
know?
I noticed
Yeah.
one thing, even in some of those places where it's not so beautiful, or even where people are having hard times, or stuff like that, I noticed that no matter what, they still have that San Francisco smile on them. They could have nothing, but they can still smile. They're walking up the street, and
Right.
and they're just happy to be alive. And I remember so many of those times when we didn't have anything. I mean, I wasn't fed with a silver spoon. My parents struggled in San Francisco, and I remember times we didn't have a lot. So even when we didn't have a lot, we had each other, and we smiled upon
And
that.
that's more important
Mhm.
than anything.
It is.
Well, Jackie, no, I don't hate to ask you. I'm gonna ask.
Go ahead, ask me
Can
whatever
you come back
want.
and just do one more song?
Yes, I can.
Everybody, her CD is named No Apologies.
No apologies.
Miss Jackie, make sure you go on Google what's your website?
I am on YouTube. I am also on. You can go to the first place you can find me. Just say YouTube. No apologies, Miss Jackie, and you can speak into your speakerphone on your phone and do it like that, or either you could type it in. But always go YouTube. No apologies, Miss Jackie, or either you can find me on Spotify. I am also on iTunes. I have it up on Amazon now. You can actually purchase the song if you like to listen to it and download it with an MP3. The other place that I'm all over. So just Google me, but that would be the first place you can find me. Also, if not, you can actually email me at jshelton7927@att.net if you like to book me as well. So I have a lot coming out, so I even have some more new songs coming. Surprise you.
Okay, my Night Groove audience, I'm gonna have Jackie come back with another song before we close out.
No apologies. No apologies. They tried to come for this, but I won't let them have it. They tried to take me down, but I just keep on standing. They tried to wipe me out, but I won't erase. No, no, I won't erase. This is not the end, it's just a new beginning. This is not the end, because I'm into winning. With no apologies, I'm gonna be me, because I'm free. They tried to come for this, but I won't let them have it. They tried to take me down, but I just keep on standing. They tried to wipe me out, but I won't erase. No, no, I won't erase. This is not the end, it's just a new beginning. This is not the end, because I'm into winning. With no apologies, I'm gonna be me, because I'm free. With no apologies, I'm gonna be me, because I'm free. They tried to come for this, but I won't let them have it. They tried to take me down, but I just keep on standing. They tried to wipe me out, but I won't erase. No, no, I won't erase. This is not the end, it's just a new beginning.
Jackie. Hey, I want to thank everyone for tuning in to the Night Groove TV station. Once again, I'm your host, Tonya, and this is Miss Jackie.
Thank you for having me.
Till next time, we'll see you on the Night Groove. Thank you.
It was great.
Girl, you did a fantastic job, girl. You kind of told it.
Jackson Buckman, alterations and custom sewing. Give them a call, downtown Vallejo. Ants Cakes by the pound. Old school pound cakes with a new school twist. Served in the San Francisco Bay Area. Ants Cakes by the pound. Vallejo Broadway Autos, 850 Broadway, Vallejo. All major work, engine work, clutch work, brake service, tune-up, and smog checks. That's Vallejo Broadway Auto. This has been a production of Drake Television Studios, Vallejo, California.